Hello everybody, I'm Jennifer Bryan on the water with Emily Dombrowski. She's the director of our service dog program. And we are gonna have some fun today, that's for sure. So
we have quite the unique work day planned for today as far as training routes with our service dogs go.
Absolutely. So what are we doing and why?
So we are coming to you from Ruskin, Florida, which is only about 20 minutes from our campus in Palmetto. We're at a really unique place called My Warrior's Place, which is a retreat center for military families. So military families, veterans returning, Gold Star families, they have all sorts of outdoor activities and retreat options available. They're dog friendly, which we love. And so we are able to partner with them to use some of their watercraft and this beautiful water launch pad to get our dogs out and exposed to water, being on watercraft.
Why is that important?
It's important for a number of reasons. First and foremost, especially with any local applicants, we're absolutely surrounded by water here in Florida. It's very common when we're asking somebody, in addition to your dog helping you in public, what types of recreation and activities do you want to do? More often than not, the answer is getting on boats or going to waterfront areas. So we try to get creative with exposing dogs to that ahead of time. Even if a dog ultimately is going to a different state or somewhere where maybe they won't be going out on canoes and kayaks and that sort of thing, it's still a really fun, confidence boosting exercise for all of the dogs in our program.
I love it.
Yeah, it's a lot of fun.
And we have our life jackets on. This one
we sure do.
To be a little shark when he goes swimming.
Yes, this is Anita. She's a close to 2-year-old Labrador Retriever. We also have some of our lovely service dog instructors that are hanging out by the water right now. So Katrina has little Miss Dido, the smaller golden dog in the kayak or the canoe off to the right-hand side. Amanda's out here in front working with Tammy, that very tall, beautiful dog. And then in back we have Katie with Czar. So
look at how good they're already doing. They're just and before we started, they were hopping in and out a couple times just to get used to it.
Before we start adding motion or having them on the water, we want to make sure the dogs are comfortable moving their feet to climb in, to climb out, and that they're able to settle in one spot before we start to put movement to it.
And there's a lot of moving parts, not just getting in and out, but I'm noticing that you guys are remembering to treat them.
Yeah.
There's a lot going on right now.
It's not fun for anybody if we have to force the dogs to do it. Contrary to popular belief, not every Labrador loves water. Many of them do, and that tends to be a breed trait, but some of them are more cautious than others. So we're introducing these kayaks the same way we might introduce a young dog to, say, an elevator. That movement doesn't make sense to them at first, so we're going to let them feel it. Reinforce them, make it very positive by adding food in right after the movement starts. And as a result, we have pretty happy dogs who are very relaxed and excited about the adventure to come.
I think they're ready to go. You want to, should we do this?
Yeah, let's do it. I'm going to load Anita up off to the side over here. So we'll do the same thing with her. You ready? Okay, let's go. Good girl, Anita. Okay, ready? Up and in. You got it. Good girl. Good job, Anita. Yes, what a good girl. Has to figure out exactly where to put those feet coming in. Good girl. And Dita looks pretty comfortable. Awesome. Good girl.
Have any of these done this yet before? No.
This group, no. This is first time. Unless any of these dogs may have had exposure in their puppy raiser homes, just depending. But to our knowledge, with our team, this is the first time this group.
There's a lot of wobbling on a canoe. This is going to be fun.
Anita, good girl. Very nice, I know. Are you gonna ride on the bench or what? Good, Anita, sit.
And there's never any rushing in this situation.
Oh,
you guys are taking their cues.
I wanna make sure she knows where her footing is. We have towels down for a little bit of traction, but it's kind of slippery. So having her sit so that she's in a small space is helpful, but if she needs to stand to get her balance, that's totally fine as well.
Okay.
Good girl.
Megan, when we're on the canoe, I might have to stand to get my balance as well.
There's your paddle. Good. All right,
Megan's
I'm
behind
going to sit down and I'm going to get in. I know you guys are going to be getting
Do you want me to push you
off
a little bit?
Sure, that would be helpful. You want to pull it out just a little bit before we both get in? If you're able to grab the front.
You can watch the pros over here while we try this.
Good girl, Dita. Good, Anita. You're such a good girl.
I'm going to tip the canoe over. I haven't done this in a long time.
Yeah. Good dogs. Nice. Good girls. Thank you. Well done, guys.
Awesome.
So good.
Oh, you guys are good.
All
Okay,
right.
Megan, I'll try not to kill us right now.
You got it.
No,
You're taking a
I
drink.
want you to get in.
Good girl. There you go. All right, we're nice and stable. Anita
Are we
is
ready?
interested in the water. She's a swimmer, so this is a good exercise in impulse control. Staying on the boat preferably, because the water is a little chilly, right? Good girl. I might need to push us out a little bit.
Oh, did I not push you far enough?
That's okay. I can do it. Good. Anita, stay.
I don't think I made it on our side
I just
either.
don't want to lose a Labrador in the process. Can you hold her leash? Yeah, perfect.
Yeah, the Labrador part's pretty important. Okay.
I happen to know
I think we're gonna
Anita's
have
a
to do
pro
some editing.
swimmer, so she'd be fine, but we prefer we stay in the watercraft. Good girl, Anita. Okay, I'm getting in. Nice job, lady.
Look at this.
Good girl. Okay, we can start paddling to move out
So
a little.
Anita's standing, she's curious, getting her footing. Is that right?
Yeah, she's getting her footing. So rather than forcing her to sit right now,
Uh-huh.
I'm letting her just feel, make sure she can balance. She knows that she's confident and comfortable standing here. I also do, in an abundance of caution, I'm holding her collar because just knowing her and reading her behavior, I think she'd love nothing more than to swim alongside the kayak. Good girl. Once she gets her bearings a little bit more, I'll have her settle into a position just at my feet where it's comfortable for both of us. What do
She
you
is so curious.
I know, she's
How
checking out
funny.
all the floating leaves and
Uh-huh.
everything else. Good girl, Anita.
Oh, there's one over there getting a drink.
Anita, sit.
Tammy just got a drink of water.
It happens.
Tammy, it's brackish, honey.
Good, there we go. So if we were noticing any signs of discomfort from any of the dogs, things like stiff body language, maybe they're shaking a little, tails are tucked, we're gonna take it at that dog's pace. So that
Okay.
might mean we actually go back to shore and just sit on the kayak on land for a little bit, or on the canoe. We're not gonna force it because the whole goal is that the dogs are confident and comfortable with this type of thing. And it translates to so much, getting on and off of an airplane, riding in different types of vehicles, and then of course taking advantage of different water activities if that's what someone's hoping to do.
What are you reading from their body language right now?
I see pretty confident dogs, which is great. Dido has flopped completely down. She's laying on her hip and just soaking in the sunshine. So she really seems not at all nervous or worried. She seems very comfortable. I would say Anita also is very comfortable, almost a little more on the confident side, like we said, of I think she'd like to dock dive right into that water. But she's making good choices, and she's, you know, she offered to sit. She's just hanging out here with me, and she's more curious than anything, but her body language is really fairly loose and wiggly. Good girl. Just checking it out. You looking for fish?
And those guys ahead of us, I
Good.
can only see their heads, so they're doing great too, then I would
Yeah,
imagine.
it looks like both of those dogs have settled in. They're laying down. I can see that they're eating treats nice and calmly when their instructors are feeding them. So yeah, I mean, this group passes with flying colors, I would
Yay.
say, on their first kayak exposure or canoe exposure.
I'd say your trainers are passing pretty well too. Nobody
Right.
fell in.
Yeah, I know.
With dogs, that's crazy.
That was the goal, especially while on camera, right? Everyone remain in the watercraft. Good girl.
So how many exposures like this do they get during the training?
It varies quite a bit. We do like any dog that we're getting close to pairing with a student in a service dog class. We want to get them on at least one type of watercraft if ever
Okay.
possible. So sometimes that's a canoe like this. Other times we've made use of some really generous volunteers and previous graduates who maybe have access to boats.
Okay.
And we'll get the dogs out on a boat. So standard is once. If we have the luxury of setting up more outings than that before a dog is ready to go to class, we'll definitely take advantage. Good girl.
Not a bad day at the office for you guys either, huh?
No, it's not. No. We definitely are working while we're here. It's a lot of multitasking, but man, you can't beat this. It's a beautiful day and a beautiful thing to do and spend time with the dogs that we really care a lot about.
There truly is a lot of multitasking. I mean, I
Good.
can't even believe you're paddling, treating, keeping your balance.
I have to give Katrina the credit. She's been paddling while I'm managing little Miss Anita, but Teamwork makes the dream work.
That it does.
Good girl. Very
What a beautiful day today.
Yeah, we picked a good day for it. It's a little chilly in the morning, but man, it's warmed up to a really nice day for this. Good girl.
And I always have to thank our sponsors whenever we do any of these types of things. And Public Supermarket Charities is our sponsor of this Facebook Live. They
Fantastic.
are one of our walkathon sponsors. So we love you, Publix. Thank you for your support.
Absolutely. Many of the team members are representing our walkathon shirts today.
I see that.
Makes sense for a day on the water.
That's right. That's right. All right, guys. Well, I don't want to go back to the office.
Right.
I don't think Megan does
this is today's
either.
office, yes.
But we probably will.
Yeah, we'll do a little loop with this group and then we'll head back. We've got some more dogs waiting on shore so we can have all of the program dogs exposed to the same thing today.
Awesome.
It's enriching for trainers too.
Trainer enrichment. Oh, how fun. Well, thanks for letting us tag along.
Yeah, absolutely. Thanks for joining us. Fun way to
Alrighty.
spend the morning. Good girl.